Peaceful everything. Look around, there's nothing left. No sense to waste time wandering. Can't charisma. I see the skipping sound. Told me to tell you, show this, yeah. Quietly enigma. Should let your mind run, bother me to make you a prisoner. If you're looking for sympathy, you won't find it from me. 'Cause I've been down that road before. I don't wanna go down the road. If you're trying honesty, you kill me constantly. Slow down, spinning your web. Cautiously I watch my step, yo. Tear me down, tally up all the times I took the key. How I prayed for you. Turn around to see you stuck. How's it feel to be the one leading you home? Sit down, push out your hands and all the smoke is lifted. I'll be the leopard in the moon until the tide is shifted. If you're looking for sympathy, you won't find it from me. 'Cause I've been down that road before. Don't wanna go down the road. If we're trying honesty, look in my eyes and promise me that you won't leave me alone. Need to know what I'm fighting for. Failing conversation, trying to keep my calm. Same old situation, I'm still strung out on. Memories on a vapor wave, they intermix and vaguely shape a figure in a cloud. Let it rain over me.
Cool, sounds terrible. All right.
Hit that subscribe button, guys.
Please do. Hit subscribe. I'm new.
All right.
Patience.
We got a test for the moderators out there. I had to take off audio on your shirt,
Okay.
but we're going to test it right now. You guys let me know in chat if audio comes back on. Testing. Let me know, you guys. We getting anything? Check. Hello. We might have to start yours over. Is it green? Does it show green?
It's probably not on.
Okay, I got you.
You have to turn this thing on?
I don't think so. Testing, testing. We get audio's good. Okay. Do you have me? But do you have
I don't think you have to.
Here, take this one.
That one's good. Good mic.
Test it one more time. Is it good?
Yeah. Checking mic.
What up, honey?
Can y'all hear me?
And we got Ronin Music Studio. Check it out. We'll show you guys a little bit more around in a little while. Wait, let me get on mic. We'll show you around in a bit. But right here, this is the main stage, the big console.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of run through a quick mix of a song
that was pretty much done, but I'm gonna pretty much take it from scratch and see what we can do here. That would be more fun. It is interesting to open an old project and see how different things were done just a couple years ago. All right. There's a track on here titled Rambo, but that is definitely meant to say Tambo, and it was a finger slip. Let's see. Right now, let's see. I'm gonna start dedicating some channels for some instruments just to kind of mess around with a quick mix. Let's see here. Okay, out all this stuff so I can kind of work on everything one at a time here. You guys a better idea of how this all goes down.
Are you going to be showing them a program? Computer program?
This is a computer program, but this is like this is Pro Tools. This is pretty much.
Which screen are we going to be looking at?
Honestly, well, probably not really either too much once I start going. It's going to be more kind of what's going on here.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's kind of in conjunction. I might show some things up here because this is mainly just the levels of everything and
okay.
the meters, like so we can see what's going on. But yeah, just one sec here. I'm trying to wipe out all my other freaking settings here. Liberating and sad at the same time. Oh no, all my hard work gone forever. All right.
You guys, audio is still good for both of us, right?
You can probably hear my stomach rumbling. That's not part of the event here. All right. Almost there.
Audio perfect. Thank you, CC. You got a couple of Daniel, you can say hi to Three Wheeler, CC, and Shane.
What up, Three Wheeler, CC, and Shane?
They're your moderators. They'll protect you.
That almost became a tongue twister.
Sushi chef?
Yeah, exactly. I can't say certain things like that.
So Daniel's going to be going over to, he's the one he'll probably do, I'll convince him to do at least one stream while he's out in Japan. I bet he'll do more than that. I'm trying to convince him to do the airport. By the way, my channel's going to the airport at 2. I think you guys might have seen it. So hopefully we can convince him to go to that airport right when he arrives on that 10-hour flight or whatever it is, 8 hours.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, I've done worse. But also done better.
Uh-oh, Light Feathers in the house. Do you know who that is?
Oh, snap. I do. Mr. Kyle. I'm allowed to say his name.
Yeah, they all know who he is.
Name.
Yeah, you're all good. They'll start calling you your name.
Constantinople.
Kyle, what are we up to today? Talk to me. Let's move this chat. Let's get this chat moving. DTTS. Yeah, so he's going to Japan. We're already trying to figure out what he can film out there, and it'll just be the cool locations for a while. You guys will see.
Cherry blossom shit, of course.
Yeah, he'll be doing some cherry blossom festivals. Don't worry, this is not kids' channel. You can do your thing.
Still, it's probably better to not just.
I don't. Yeah.
Flagrantly curse.
Well, I do sometimes. They know I can curse. Try not to. It's just best to be aware. I do have a
Sure.
ton of kids in my channel, and who knows? I mean, once this channel starts growing more, you'll see that like kids will come in here and be like, "That is so cool! I can't wait to get something like that."
Oh yeah, the nerd kids love this stuff, dude. They're all about it.
You hear that, nerds? You're safe in here.
This is where you thrive.
Kyle, I still haven't used mine yet. But I've been meaning to bring it down to. I have like a battery I had to bring along, so I can always just plug it into that and make some hard boiled eggs anywhere I am. All right, here they go. Here he goes. What do we need to be looking at? Do I need to zoom out a little bit?
Where are you aimed right now, ish?
The dead center, and it's
Like
looking
here?
at this. Yeah, it's just
That's
looking at
probably okay. I mean, 'cause I'm going to be physically here, but this is where some visual stuff might be happening.
Okay, let me try to get a higher perspective.
Oh man, I've already edited the living life out of this one, but that's okay.
Let's get you guys up a little bit higher.
So I guess I'd give them a little tour after I kind of do some of this, huh?
Yeah, that's fine.
Be like, here's my stuff, and then here's my stuff. All right, so okay. Generally, people start with drums. It's not a hard set rule of any kind, but usually rhythm is pretty dang important in music, so it usually holds a very prominent position, especially in the beginning of the mix when you're kind of getting everything. It's all about the drums and bass, all the instruments become a platform for the vocal essentially, but rhythm is very important.
So these are all pre-recorded, and this is once you've recorded everything, you're going to be mixing it together into a song. Is that what I'm getting?
So right now, this has already all been recorded. I've edited it to correct any kind of mistakes or things that we change out parts or anything that might be, out of key. I might swap out for a different take that they did that was correct. And then once I've got it there, I'll kind of edit it for timing. It depends on the song, because this particular song, I wanted it a little more rigid and very tight, almost robotic on the rhythmic side. Where if it was more of a different style song, I might have it a little looser moving around, but this one I really tightened it. As you will hear, it's pretty much near perfect, which is kind of the vibe I wanted to go for this particular song.
So drums first.
Yeah, drums first, get the rhythm, get the groove, get the booties shaking, and then work on everything else. So kick and snare are usually the most important. That snare has got definitely some Beef Wellington going on. So first thing I'll do is EQ, get a little bit of that low end out, but I don't want to get rid of all of it. That stuff right there. I want to keep some of it. Get a little snap on there. This stuff right here. Obviously not that much, but so just getting that a little more tight. Listen to the kick a little bit. So this was probably a good kick, a couple years ago, but now my tastes have changed over the years. So I'm gonna fatten this guy up. Get rid of some of the boxiness, which is kind of exactly what it sounds like, if you could imagine what someone kicking a cardboard box sounds like. Get rid of some of that. Get a little attack from the beater of the kick pedal hitting the skin on the kick drum so that it cuts through on any kind of system it might be playing on as well, including stupid phones that people listen to music on, that whole thing, tiny speaker. Okay, I have feelings about that. that's our kick, snare, and we've got some overheads, which are what they sound like. Two mics, generally two mics in stereo over the whole drum kit, so you can kind of get a image of the whole drum kit. It's very dark, which I kind of prefer because cymbals can get real harsh real fast when you're mixing, and yeah, it's best to get rid of them a little bit. Okay, so that's our overheads, and then I'm going to bring in the snares. So overheads, snare, kick, got a whole lot of tom action going on here, but there's a little section we'll just check out real quick. That's without the direct mics. I've got the overhead mics in. Bring in the tom mics. So I'm adding in these two guys alone, basically. That I'm adding to the overall sound that I've got there. Okay, so I've got a baseline sound of the drums that I don't hate. Now we go to the bass, which does not come in right away. There it is. It doesn't sound like your typical bass, but that's kind of the point. So now I'm adding some low end. Some low end and some punch. It's got plenty of bite to cut through. Okay, and then the idea here, the basic idea is what most people kind of use as a guide is making the kick drum and the bass sound pretty much like one unit almost. Those kind of where I like them. So probably if you didn't hear that bass soloed, you might have thought it was guitar otherwise, but yeah, it's our bass. And it goes through a few changes throughout the song because I like to have textures and tones change as the song progresses and changes parts. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in one little acoustic guy. I'll probably adjust those levels on my control surface here so that I can mix them into this channel I've got here for the guitars. So the first guy. That's our intro. But don't worry, there's two more of them. And this one. But together, they're kind of cool. And that goes right into our intro there. So the part you heard earlier with that. And the idea behind this one was a really short and sweet, pretty much micro intro that's gets straight to the point. So kind of like the Beatles. The Beatles did that a lot, where they kind of went straight to the hook. No messing around with long intros and stuff. So let me just show you what we got going on in the guitars here overall. Yeah, that's kind of the gist. That's the hook we were listening to there. And then it goes into the first verse. So a little more stripped back, so it's more of a vocal focused thing, and probably do more effects and things of that nature on the vocals. So anyways, I'll just show you what we've got so far with those instruments going, and a real quick level bounce. But lest we forget, you can't forget the Dr. Dre piano intro that we haven't put in there yet. Crucial. But don't worry, we did it with a real piano. No cheating.
Settle down.
So there's up to that piano part, and then the vocals start to come in. And we have this interesting little reverse vocal, just to be weird and have a little excitement before the verse drops.
Settle down.
Yeah, that kind of ramps right into the lead vocal, which to me makes it a cool little transition. Let's see. So now my vocals levels are all over the place, and I have no effects on them. So it's going to be interesting. Just I'm going to do this quick and dirty.
Settle down. Catch your breath.
First thing I'll do here is, of course, we added a breath because he said catch your breath.
Breath. There's a town.
No, that was sick.
Just for funs,
Down. Catch your breath. There's a town.
So okay, right now I've got no plugins. Got nothing, man. I got nothing. Okay. Let me We'll start with these ones till we get to the ahs and oohs and ahs. So since I'm not putting these all out on individual channels right now, I'm not going to equalize each and every one of them on this console, but I'm just going to kind of do a basic to everything. So don't judge my process, okay? I'm doing it fast. I'm sacrificing the art for the speed for your guys' entertainment purposes. So be gentle. Okay. So I'm just doing a basic little EQ and compression that's not really doing too much, and then I'll just throw on a few effects that I can, adjust for the different parts just pretty quickly. So just a basic vocal kind of processing plugin that I'll kind of, each section will be a little different, and then I'll do like just a kind of standard reverb. Actually, it's a reverb that me and my fellow engineers really love, called Valhalla, and they make dope reverbs. And one of the reasons I found them was because the Beatles engineer was liked it, and he doesn't like any digital stuff. So I was like, okay, there must be something to this. And now it's kind of ended up on most of my mixes, as it happens. Okay.
Settle down, catch your breath. There's a time and place for everything. Look around, there's nothing there. No sense to waste time wondering. Katie Charisma, I see you skipping town. Told me to tell you she'll miss ya. Enigma, she'll let your mind run wild. Don't need to make you a prisoner.
Now I'm listening to this main vocal, which I've got kind of different things going on.
Settle down.
Adding some reverb.
Settle down, catch your breath. There's a time and place for everything. Look around, there's nothing left. No sense to waste time wondering. Katie Charisma. Settle down, catch your breath. There's a time and place for everything. Look around, there's nothing left. No sense to waste time wondering. Katie Charisma. I see you skipping town. Told me to tell you she'll miss ya.
Okay, so some of these I'm just gonna do a generic little setting because they're kind of background supplemental stuff that's not as important for what we're doing right now. Some of these settings a little bit. Blast this across all these channels for now. I just realized I didn't even do anything to the piano, but whatever. These I'll get rid of the pre-delays so there's not like a slap effect. And again, this is a quick, I'll fine tune these in a minute.
Settle down, catch your breath. There's a time and place for everything. Look around, there's nothing left. No sense to waste time wondering. Katie Charisma. I see you skipping town. Told me to tell you she'll miss ya.
I love this guy's voice. Okay.
I see you skipping town. Told me to tell you she'll miss ya. I see you skipping town. Told me to tell you she'll miss ya.
Yeah, no big deal. Whatever. Just sing anything I want, whenever I want.
Wondering.
There's another part here with another layer.
Katie Charisma. Katie Charisma. I sing a
That was a stereo effect because I got two. I doubled up that one so I could get one on each side, essentially, of the lower guy
Katie
and the high guy in the middle.
Katie Charisma.
Oh, that's the super low. Check it out.
Katie Charisma. I sing a Katie Charisma.
With the main one.
Katie Charisma.
And then there's a super high one.
Katie Charisma. Katie Charisma.
I got those side guys.
Katie Charisma. I sing a skipping town to Katie Charisma. I sing a skipping town. Told me to tell you she'll miss ya. Quite the enigma. She'll let your mind run wild. Don't need to make you a prisoner.
Yeah, so some delays and stuff going on. Okay, so far, full intro. I don't know if I want to play all that back, but maybe I'll do that at the end. Okay, from the Dre piano.
Settle down, catch your breath. There's a time and place for everything. Look around, there's nothing left. No sense to waste time wondering. Katie Charisma. I sing a skipping town. Told me to tell you she'll miss ya. Quite the enigma. She'll let your mind run wild. Don't need to make you a prisoner.
Oh, that's loud. There we go. So it's the new piano part that comes in. So let me wrangle that guy in.
Charisma, the enigma. Should let your mind run wild, don't need to make you a prisoner. If you're looking for sympathy, you gotta find it for me. Cause I've been down that road before. I don't wanna go down again. Trying honesty, you kill me constantly. Slow down, spinning the web. Cautiously, I watch my step. Tear me down, tally up all the times I took the heat, how I bleed for you. Turn around to see you stuck. How's it feel to be the one needing you? When the bookshelf turns and all the smoke is lifted, I'll be the light in the morning till the tide is shifted.
And then we're like, hey, let's put an acoustic guitar in here. The song got real weird, but in the coolest way. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little harmony that comes in, a little melody over the acoustic. And what that sounds like together, God only knows. Let's see.
Tear me down, tally up all the times I took the heat, how I bleed for you. Turn around to see you stuck. How's it feel to be the one needing you? When the bookshelf turns and all the smoke is lifted, I'll be the light in the morning till the tide is shifted. The tide is shifted. Looking for sympathy, you gotta find it for me. On that road before, don't wanna dying honesty. Look in my eyes and promise me that you won't be a animal. Need to know what I've found before. Failing conversation, trying to keep my calm. The same old situation, I'm still strung out on. Memories on a vapor wave, they intermix and vaguely shape a figure in a cloudy haze. Let it rain over me.
Oh, yeah, I think there's a freaking gong in there.
The same old situation. Situation I'm still strung out on. Memories on a vapor wave, they intermix and vaguely shape a figure in a cloudy haze. Let it rain over me.
Yeah, so we do a lot of layers of vocals on this.
Let it rain over me.
Some weird notes in there too, which I love.
Rain over me.
And the main one.
Let it rain over me.
On the mix, I actually did like a repeating thing where that May kind of held out a little longer. And then let's see what's next. There's something that I buried in here somewhere. Where is it?
Let it rain over me.
There's a crazy. Okay, so I did have this very processed at one point, but as I said, I wiped this whole mix just to show you guys what I'm doing here.
Let it rain over me.
Okay, so I'll solo it so you guys can kind of hear. It's hard to hear right now, but
That's what I thought I was hearing.
so I'm making like a gong sound was the idea, but we did it with a cymbal, and by putting the microphone in a specific place where it captures a lot of extra low end, because we didn't have a gong, and then I just treated it, and yeah, in the actual song, it's in the mix. It's cool because it kind of goes from one side as it's building up.
Can we hear the whole thing together?
Yeah, let me just get it a little more sort of where it needs to be, because I wiped this thing clean, so I did a lot of processing to this guy just to make it sound like a gong and all that fun stuff. Let's see how loud this is. So if I hit it hard, I can get this weird droning pulsation thing too, which is pretty cool. So that's just from me squishing the crap out of it. Just for fun, real quick, I'll do this fast little deed just to kind of show you guys how it works, or how this idea would work. If I could find the dang plugin, because okay. Pan Man, no relation to Pac-Man. So this is essentially your left to right moving here visually. So let's see, I'll do just for funsies, we'll do a left to right move, and I can set it to how long I want it, across what time, how long it takes to complete the move. So let's see here, and I'll make it like a longer 2 bars, so it's like nice slow situation. You guys probably can't hear the stereo, but it is moving. If you can see these meters, it's moving from one side to the other. So anyways, with everything else going on, you'd never hear it. No, but it's in the background.
Let it rain over me. Looking for something free, you won't find it free. I've been down that road before. Not gonna go. So if you're looking for some. before. I found it for me, cause I've been down that road before. I don't wanna go down the road. I'm trying honesty. We kill it constantly. Slow down, spinning around. Cautiously I watch my step. Turn me down, tally up all the times I took the heat. How I keep for you. Turn around and see you stuck. How's it feel to be the one needed?
On these verses, I had a very muted snare with like a t-shirt over it and all that. So in order to open it up during the choruses, I added some automated reverbs that basically a reverb that comes in during the chorus to make it feel more big and open and all that. This is pretty dry right now. And by dry, I mean it doesn't sound like you're in a big giant room or anything like that. So now just for fun, we'll do a little reverb. I'm going to show you just because I told you about that other reverb and it's so good that I can use it on a snare or a vocal. All right, so I'll show you with and without it. And there's more than just a kick drum. That's without, and I'm about to bring it in right now. So that's like a crazy, I'll solo that just so you guys can kind of hear how gnarly this can be. But so, you know, the idea is you want to kind of have your reverb kind of tailored to the song or the section, kind of what feels good and fits in frequency wise and time, so it doesn't like not a super long decay. Anyway, so you want to custom tailor kind of for each part of the song or each instrument at least, and you kind of got to mess with it and make it sound cool, and then you blend it into the rest of the instruments as part of the drum kit or whatever. So right now, this is obviously exaggerated insanity. Like there would probably never be something like this unless it was just either a demonstration or like a part that's meant to be like a big effect build-up part, maybe in some electronic music or things like that. So then when I add, so here's your regular snare. This is just this straight up snare by itself. And then when you added the reverb, right? But that's a lot. That's a bit much. So I'll do a little shorter. And then the interesting thing is when you put it in with everything, like you can hear how extreme that sounds right now, but then when you put it in with everything and all the other drums, it's not as noticeable. That's that reverb. I just turned it up quite a bit so you can hear what it do. Let's see. I'm gonna bring some more of that reverb in just so you can kind of hear it. That's like an insane amount, so egregious amount, but I'll show you what it would normally kind of do. So I kind of hear, I'll have it up when I'm dialing in how I like it to sound, and then without it. So changing from the verses into the chorus, which is the chorus is the hook, which is generally where you want people to catch people. So I call it a hook. So in an example like this, I might have it pretty dang dry during the verses. Right around there, I'd cut it off right when the vocal comes.
No sense. Settle down, catch you.
So, just as an example, here's this line indicates the volume of that reverb that I built. So I kind of have it going a little bit here at the beginning, and I'm going to have it taper off real quick at when the verse comes in. And then it'll shoot back up whenever the chorus is, which looks like here. That's a little. So even that's pretty dead, so I would turn that guy up just during that section.
Turn me down,
Get rid of it to that part. And yeah, same thing with those other last two sections or whatever, but I'll just go ahead and put it in from here out.
if you're looking for sympathy, you better find it from me, cause I've been down that road before. Don't wanna go down the road if I'm trying on.
So just so you can kind of hear it, obviously. Time. There's the reverb. Pretty dramatic, more than I normally would do, but just so it's a little more easy for you guys to pick it out, because in the beginning it's hard to hear that stuff.
Settle down, catch your breath. There's a time and place for everything. Look around, there's nothing left. No sense to waste time wondering. Katie Charisma, I see you skipping time. Told me to tell you she'll miss ya. I'd be enigma. She'll let your mind run wild on me to make you a prisoner. Cause I've been down that road before. I don't wanna go down the road. Constantly slowed and spinning away. Cautiously I watch my step. Tear me down, tally up all the times I took the heat. How I think for girls. Turn around, sister. How's it feel to be the one needing you? Well, the children and all the smoke is lifted. I'll be the light in the moment till the tide is shifted. The tide is shifted. You wanna find it for me, cause I've been down that road before. Don't wanna go down the road if I'm trying honesty. Look at my eyes and promise me that you won't leave me alone. That you won't.
Should I do the other stuff maybe? All right. Well, as I'm sure you could guess, I could do this forever because that's literally my my job. But yeah, that's just a little glimpse into one of the parts of the processes in the studio. This is obviously a little bit later of a step because we have all the material already recorded. We've worked out all the parts. They already came in, a couple times, and we worked through all the different instruments, what we would keep, what we get rid of, what we needed to add, and that's why we've got all these very specific recorded guitar parts that some of them are only in the song for like 10 seconds, same with the piano, because there's really only like maybe 2 or 3 main guitars and, one main piano and the drums. But we've got all these other layers of textures going on that come in and out throughout the song. And I'm pretty sure I have a version that's done somewhere, but yeah. So anyways, this was kind of an interesting project I thought to show you guys because it's kind of got a little bit of everything. There's uh highly processed drum kit, but it's real drums. There's bass and real guitar, acoustic piano, along with vocals, but there's a little bit of production and mixing going on that's making it have kind of a electronic type edge where some of the things have been kind of made perfect so that they feel synthetic to make the real parts sound even more real, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, so that's kind of, and then I would obviously go do this a little longer, send it to the band when I felt like it's in a listenable state, and kind of have them tell me what they would like to hear more of or less of. I don't go too crazy usually on my first mix because I might be making it sound a certain way and I think it's awesome, but maybe they're like, no, we want it to sound totally the opposite. And then you're like, oh, I just wasted a whole day on going the wrong way. So it's better to get a little input and in stages, in my opinion, so that you can make sure you're not going totally off the rails. And yeah, so that's kind of, and yeah, so this is my space. This is the control room. I spend a lot of time here. And if you guys wanted to learn more about this, definitely subscribe and like and all that stuff, because there's going to be some really cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Not only music, but all the other audio stuff that I work on in conjunction with traveling around the world. I try to travel as much as I can. Pretty much music and engineering and travel are my 2 main things in life that I like to do. And so yeah, so this space is where all the equipment obviously is, where we're recording in order to record, and then after mixing and mastering, all that editing occurs here. Usually I'm more on my own for that part, but we'll definitely show you guys one of the times when there's like 8 people here with me, and I won't even be able to talk to you for a second because I have 8 people talking to me, requesting things, needing things, being like, I need water, I gotta take a dump, hey, where do I put my guitar, hey, is this too loud, hey, I can't hear anything. I'm like, your headphones aren't plugged in, so there's things like that happen during the sessions, which are, can be entertaining, I'm sure, at least to watch, I'm sure. And there's always good banter and chit chat. Some of the funniest conversations and just most ridiculous things I've ever talked about have been in a studio setting, for sure. And the stories some of these guys have that have been around the world and played with big acts and stuff, it's pretty entertaining. So we'll have more stuff like that when we start getting more, a little more traction, and kind of, I get a little bit more of a direction of, but I think, I'm going to have a little bit of everything that in the music and recording audio world. So you guys get to see as much of it as you want of the process. So, whether that be, oh, I only care about recording, or I don't care about recording at all, I just want to like see the random band banter, like that's cool too. So, and so anyways, just subscribe, and yeah.
Can you finish on the song?
Oh yeah.
The complete song. We'll just end it.
Only if you give me like a second.
Okay.
And I'm gonna basically pull up the last mix I had that I didn't totally jack up.
Thank you guys for showing up here. I'm going to be going live. They can hear me. I don't need your mic anymore. I'll be going live at 2:00, 1 hour from now. I didn't even set my freaking. I thought I set a timer for you guys to be sitting in that chat. Anyway, we're going to end on that song that he just did. We're just going to let you guys listen to that, and we'll zoom in on his his rig right here, the console, along with. Make sure you go check that out. I think he's got a website. I don't know. Find him on all social media. You'll see more of this.
Ooh, hello. No memento for flavor. It will only take me actually 1 second.
This guy. We're live, dude.
Hold on. I don't know what live means. Can we do it later?
Can we get that mic?
That sounds good.
Settle down, catch your breath. There's a time and place for everything. Look around, there's nothing left. No sense to waste time wondering. Can't charisma. I see you skipping town. Told me to tell you she'll miss ya. Quite the enigma. Should let your mind run probably to make you a prisoner. If you're looking for sympathy, you won't find it from me. Cause I've been down that road before. I don't wanna go down again. If we're trying honesty, you kill me constantly. Slow down, spinning your web. Cautiously I watch my stereo. Tear me down, tally up all the times I took the heat, how I paid for you. Turn around, see you stuck. How's it feel to be the one needing you? A secret back door, when the bookshop turns and all the smoke is lifted. I'll be the light in the mood until the tide is shifted. The tide is shifted. If you're looking for sympathy, you won't find it from me. Cause I've been down that road before. Don't wanna go down the road. If we're trying only a little more, need to know what I'm fighting for. Feeling conversation, trying to keep my calm. The same old situation, I'm still strung out on. Memories all away.
Sick. All right. So that was the song. Like and subscribe and peace out, y'all. See you next time.